What's up, divine souls? Welcome back to my channel. It is Loretta, the Infinite Healer, and you are now tuned into Infinite Healing. Hey, Earth signs. We are here for your weekly message with Spirit. I want to remind you that this is a general message, okay? So the messages may or may not apply. You're going to take what resonates and leave what does not, okay? If the shoe fits, it's for you, boo. But if not, if it don't apply, let it fly. Okay. So, yeah, y'all know I love to start every reading off with a prayer. So I'm going to pray and then I'm going to jump into the reading. Divine Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides of the highest white light, gratitude for bringing your earth sign, collective, and I together again for the opportunity to receive your divinely guided messages. I thank you so much, Divine Holy Spirit, for allowing me to be a conduit of light, allowing me to share light, to deliver your messages that high vibrational frequency and allow the collectives to be in alignment with their soul's growth, receiving any messages that is needed at this time to help them along the path. We give thanks to our ancestors for being here, for protecting us and helping us along the way. We say thank you, Divine Holy Spirit, in your great name we pray and we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. All right, let's see what the Most High has to say. Let's see what the Most High got to say. Whew. So first I do want to say that feminine energy is very high right now in the reading. Now that does not mean that you have to be a female. It just means that that's the energy that you are working out of. And so I really feel Spirit is calling the collective, calling you to tap into your more intimate side of self, diving deep into your daily rituals, whatever that may be, your self-care, going to the gym, taking care of yourself, right? Drinking tea, going for walks. I really feel this need to nourish the spirit right now. Thank you, Spirit. Your sacral chakra is also being illuminated. So you right, okay, 18 and older, but if you have been feeling like urges in your root chakra, you may be experiencing a kundalini rising, or because I see now Spirit showing me an egg, so I do feel like there is this need for like a yoni steam, or womb cleansing or womb healing. Thank you, Spirit. This may be through burning rituals, so fire is also going to be good for you at this time. I don't know if you have done that over the last full moon, or Spirit just may be guiding you in that direction to help you release. And for some of you, you have tension in your womb, and it's to help you release some of that tension. Some of that tension is also related to unforgiveness. Okay, so let's see what Spirit has to say to the collective at this time. The Divine Mother, unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. All right, now it's talking about all this feminine energy, but that's who I felt. Sarah Dita Viti, the Divine Mother. All right, so Spirit is saying that, right, they're kind of pointing me in the direction of the Kabbalion, in talking about like source, right? Source, everything, all that exists, all that we are an extension of source. We are an extension of Divine Mother, and Divine Mother is unconditional love. So Thus, unconditional love exists within you. I feel like these are practices that you need to practice among yourself. So you being called to love yourself unconditionally, no matter what you have been through, or no matter what you are going through, no matter the circumstances, knowing that you are worthy of love, even if the outside circumstances say that you are not. This also allows you to forgive yourself without judging yourself. This is just the example that they are giving me. I'm not saying that this is who you is, but this is the example. Right. So I'm seeing a woman who is, I'm seeing a woman, but you could be a masculine as well. Who just had sex with someone, and it wasn't satisfying. And so she had sex with another person, which also wasn't satisfying. So she's, kind of jumping. I see her jumping, moving. I also see this being done sneaky, like sneaky links. So, but it's like every time she leaves a person, it's not fulfilling, it's not satisfying. And that's because that what she is craving, those people, they do not have it. And so when they are giving to her, even when it is in a sexual way, it's not fulfilling to the spirit. Now, you may be feeling this very heavy energy of reflecting and looking at yourself at this time, but that is because spirit is helping you to transition and is helping to illuminate the parts of yourself of why you even participate or have such habits or behaviors. Spirit doesn't want you to judge yourself, right? For it, but just to forgive yourself and knowing that what you are doing is seeking, but the way in which you are seeking, it is no longer working, and thus it is time for something new. I don't know if like every time you look at the things that you have done and because you have not forgiven yourself for it, it's like, well, because I haven't forgiven myself for it, I just continue to do the same things, but doing the same things also is not fulfilling you. And Mother is letting you know that no matter what you have done or what you have been through, that you can always forgive yourself and you can always start again. Ashe, thank you. Because you are deepening your relationship with yourself, because you are transforming the way you love and nourish and take care of yourself, it's okay for you to see that side of yourself without judgment. It's okay to say, okay, this is who I have been, but it doesn't have to be who I am. And thus I can change the narrative for myself. If you choose not, and I'm just saying this, if you choose to sleep with a bunch of people or not, it still is a representation of how you love on yourself. Period. The Goddess of Light. We are all sacred mirrors reflecting back the same light. Spirit wants you to know that you are not alone. I feel like this person may feel like they have a lot of people around them, but yet still be very lonely on the inside. And so Spirit also wants you to know that, because, okay, I'm just getting a lot of visions of a lot of things. I could see like somebody in like a hangout setting, like you're hanging out with a bunch of friends. There's probably like 10 friends, chilling in an apartment, like in a living room, just kind of chilling, you know, hanging out. But even in that group, still feeling lonely, still feeling like I don't really connect with anyone, or no one truly gets me or sees me. You know, you are sitting among a group of individuals who feel the same exact way. It's this fear of being intimate, and the fear of judgment, right? Because we already judge ourselves so harshly. So to even share with others also. Hey, Sierra. To even share with others is also very scary. I also see, right, so seeing that reflection of you in another person helps you to see yourself. So Spirit is calling you to look in the mirror, to evaluate thyself, just as much as you may be evaluating or judging others, right? Especially among this friend group, we may be compelled to tell people about their shit, but not always inclined to accept it. On a more positive note, I also see that Spirit, the Most High Divine Mother, is telling you that you are a reflection of her. Thus, you yourself are unconditional love. You are the goddess of light, and you can transform what is in the dark into light. Your shadow is there for you to cast more light into it, to transform it, to learn it, to know it, to know thyself, even the darker aspects of thyself, and not for you to reject those parts of yourself, but to know them. And I feel like for somebody, this is really about accepting, right? Because you can't go any further unless you accept the reality in which you are in right now. In order for you to truly make a change for the better in the future, well, then we need to look at where we are right now. And so Spirit is asking you to take a look, and even at what you consider to be the yucky parts of yourself, Spirit is still saying, and in that there is still love. It is illuminating the love that already exists in there and bringing it to the forefront. All right, let's do one more. Whoa. Let's do one more. The Saint of Authenticity. I am my authenticity. And the symbol that she's doing, I believe, is the peace symbol, the unity symbol, the one symbol, the all together. So it's kind of going back to this mirror, that we are truly our reflections of self, and that we can illuminate the light just as clearly as you can help someone get through their own shit. You are absolutely capable of helping yourself, as well as receiving help from other people to heal our own shit. And what Spirit says is, no matter who you are, no matter how you are is how you're supposed to be when you are facing your circumstances, that you are supposed to be divinely you, whatever that may look like. If that divine you right now looks like someone who is hurt and in pain, well, that's the version of self that Spirit wants to see. If the current version of you is this happy-go-lucky person, well, then that is the person that Spirit wants to see. Spirit is saying, I only care that you come, that you have this willingness and this desire in your heart to see yourself as you are, truly as you are, and transform into even more, to open your mind to new possibilities and to go in the direction in which your heart desires. I also feel like this authenticity, thank you, Spirit, is also about accountability. In order for us to even be authentic within ourselves, well, then we must hold ourselves accountable, right? We have to recognize within ourselves when we are choosing, or when we are making, when we're choosing or participating in activities that speak against or go against our true self. Ways can we be denying ourselves, thank you, Spirit, so that we aren't truly working in our highest or full potential, right? Because that that inauthentic being could be someone who is a faker, who overcompensates or undercompensates. So where are you feeling within there? Or are you in this place of where you are learning to find balance, your own true authentic self? So I also feel like there is this need to connect with your throat chakra, your way of expressing yourself. Ashe. And then underneath the bottom of the deck, we have Isis, the goddess of magic. Sexual energy is sacred. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. Okay, right. So I'm not sure why, but hey Santana, how are you? Grand afternoon. It is so awesome to see you. I feel like I need to talk about it because Spirit brought it up, right? My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. Sexual energy is sacred. And I was saying how earlier Spirit had shown me the egg, the yoni egg, and how there was healing that needed to happen in the womb. I need to bring back Womb Wednesdays, got it. But how there is healing that needs to happen in the womb as well. I also feel like this is being connected with yourself, right? Whether you are a man or a woman, but that sacred pleasure for thyself, that is thy self-care, that is thy nourishment, whether that be through sexual energy that you use with yourself, or you share intimately with another person. But I really do feel this calling, because now Spirit is showing me lightning within the self, right? Sometimes we don't even know how to tell another person to please us because we have not explored those things within ourselves. Again, not just sexually, but even if we talk about, you don't even know. You don't buy yourself flowers. You don't even know what time you really like going to the movie theater because you yourself haven't taken you to the movie theater. So this is a call within the own being to recognize and identify which sacred pleasures truly work for me. What am I into for myself? Not for the pleasures of others. Again, this is about being authentic to the divine being in which you are, which is unconditional love without judgment. So, and do I feel safe enough to explore my womb and my goddessness, my sexual energy? Or do I feel like I always have to have the satisfaction, thank you, Spirit, of another being or another person giving that to me? And I can hear someone saying like, well, yeah, you can do it with someone else, but are you truly connecting with yourself on a deeper level to where you don't even need the energy of somebody else, because the energy that you possess within yourself, the energy that exists within yourself, do you know yourself well enough? The Most High God keeps saying, know thyself in an authentic way. And maybe you have practice and you're like, okay, I don't mind it, but I just like the, that's just growth. You're allowed to change your mind, to grow, expand, and evolve. Ashe. Spirit is also, thank you, Spirit. With all of this, for someone, this is about work, right? So we did talk about career coming up, but I also see this passion, this fire and desire, thank you, Spirit, also being a way in which you express yourself authentically through your purpose, whatever it is that you are doing, whether it's a job, a career, a talent that you may have, a skill, how you bring light to yourself and how you bring light to others. What do you spend your time doing? How do you give to the world? So I just heard a bus driver. So for someone, you may be a bus. I don't know. So if you're a bus driver, maybe that message just resonates with you even more, because I'm not sure where Spirit was going with that. But yeah, so it's like no matter what you do, are you loving and enjoying what you do, right? Is it satisfying to your soul? Because I was watching Soul maybe like 2 weeks ago, right? A week ago. And the guy goes into the barbershop and, you know, he's like, oh, he tells the cat, which was a soulmate or something, and he tells the cat that, like, oh, the barber, you know, never really wanted to be a barber, but this just happened to be where he ended up, you know. So he was like judging him for that, like, oh, well, he didn't end up being a veterinarian, he just ended up being a barber, and it must fucking suck to be a barber because you wanted to be a veterinarian. Okay, well, then that barber does something amazing, truly amazing, and says just how satisfying life is in the position that he is in, how grateful he is to be in this position. No, it's not where he expected to be. It's not where he anticipated to be, but still in this position, this person still gets to be their authentic self, their true divine self. They still get to share love with themselves. They take care. They got to meet so many amazing souls that came into this chair, and that chair gave other people power. Thank you, Spirit. Divine power. It helped fill them up. It helped them, let them know that they were in control of their lives. So this barber was feeding every individual's spirit that had came and sat in that chair. To truly go to someone to get just a haircut, but to leave inspired and full of life, well, that's a God-given gift. Okay, so no matter what you're doing, I'm not sure what you're doing, but God is saying you can still make an everlasting impact in the life of others and in the life of yourself right where you are. It doesn't have to be this elaborate scheme of how you became a millionaire. And I'm not saying don't reach for the goals of becoming a millionaire, because, okay, sis, and or bro, I'm with you behind it, period. But God is saying to be rich is to be rich in spirit. How could you even truly enjoy the riches of the world if you don't even know what it's like to be rich in spirit? That's why you can still have all of the money and still be a sad ass depressed motherfucker. A sad ass depressed motherfucker. I digress. I digress, Spirit. Yeah. So let's keep going. Let's keep going and see what Spirit has. You know, because circumstances, right? I am my authentic self in all circumstances. Spirit is saying, I'll give y'all an example. Y'all, I no longer have my own place, right? Like, I don't pay rent somewhere, and that is just a place that I am staying, or I don't own my own home right now. I moved back in with my mom. My circumstances, I haven't lived at home with my mom since I was freaking 17 years old. My circumstances, okay, I don't like my circumstances, but I still can be my true authentic self, even though the circumstances are not what I want them to be. I can still give love, receive love. I can still heal myself where I am. I can still have a fulfilling life where I am. It is my perception. It's the choices that I choose to make within myself and in my own world that has an impact on if I am going to be, or if for being an authentic being. So I'm not sure what it is about your circumstances that may not agree with the complete cycle in which you're in right now. I don't know if that's what I really wanted to say, but train of thought. Lost my train of thought. My apologies. That's what happens when you're just channeling. Discover your life purpose. Can y'all see that? Try new things. Eat new foods. Go on new trips. Learn new skills. Be open to life. Be open to love. Be open to something new. Because like I said, that man never anticipated to end up I was about to say in teaching. So maybe someone does not anticipate ending up in teaching, but that's where you finna go. But that man never anticipated on being a barber. It's something that he just happened to learn that he was really fucking good at. And he could do that while still taking care of. You know, we have plans, y'all. We all have our own individual. But in those plans, do we really include what God has planned for us and who the people that we're going to encounter, all the moving parts in their scenario and in their life? So yes, we have a point A to point B or point A to point Z plan. However, there are moving parts in all of the not end up the way in which you thought it was going to, but where it goes. See, you still have authority in your life for it to go in directions. You still get to choose a path. But when circumstances, right, when shit happens, because life is going to happen, you can still be thyself. You can still be full of love. You can still shine light. You can still look at yourself. You can still be authentic. And that is what Spirit wants. You must be. And Spirit still wants you to know that the circumstances have changed, but nothing else. The plan may still be, the plan is still the plan for your life. Greatness is still greatness. Love is, circumstances look different. So I just saw baking when I saw Discover Your Life Purpose. So maybe like start baking, even if you're just doing it for yourself. Like every Sunday, I'm going to just bake something. I'm going to just bake a cake that's going to last me for the week. Y'all, I'll be doing that. So sometimes I don't even eat the cake, but I enjoy just making the stuff. Some new shit. You're in need of some new shit. And then selling out. And this is going on top of Goddess of Light and the Saint of Authenticity. And I really feel like this is about holding yourself accountable. Because where are you selling yourself short? Where are you in your life reflecting the shadow aspect of self instead of the light aspect of self? Because you will reflect your shadow and your light. As you continue to grow in a more balanced and harmonious aspect of thyself. But right now, Spirit is saying, where am I denying myself? Where am I lying to myself? Where am I holding back from myself? Spirit said, where am I really sad and denying that I'm not sad? Like, on the full moon, I wanted to do this, but I didn't do it. I was going to say somebody needs to write a letter to their ex. Now, I'm not saying that you are still madly in love with your ex, but maybe you just have some sprinkling feelings in there that you still haven't released yet. And so it's okay to write a letter to your ex. Like, maybe you need to write a letter just saying, like, I could hear a Beyonce song playing in my head, but I don't know. But now I can hear I'm Through With Love, but that wasn't the song. That wasn't the original song playing in my head. The original song in my head was talking about how, like, I'm doing so good. Thank you. I'm doing so. I'm doing so. I'm doing so good. You just need to, and maybe you need that, right? Like, no, Latuan and them may not need that, but you need that for your spirit. I don't know. I feel like there may be a negative connotation on something that you need to heal, and it may not be the way everyone else is doing it, but it don't fucking matter because it's your healing journey, not their healing journey. Some people, and trigger warning, I apologize in advance, right? For some people, when they are sexually assaulted or have experienced sexual trauma, they feel better when they confront the abuser. And for some people, no, like it's a no. So for some, it works, and for others, it doesn't. So you are just on your path of healing. You are on your path of discovering and becoming more and more and being. Sometimes we just have to allow ourselves to be. That's the acceptance of where I am. Y'all, I keep losing my train of thought. Like, what is happening? Why are all my thoughts being snatched the hell up out of my head? Like, what? I'm sorry. Where in your life are you selling out or acting out of integrity? Are you in a job you hate? Are you living in a toxic environment and making yourself sick in the pursuit of financial security? This card asks you to find I just saw somebody really skinny too. So if you have been losing weight, that is another way that you're the emotional and physical environment that you are in. Okay. This card asks you to find the courage to stand up for your convictions and step towards doing what you love, being authentic to yourself. Spirit is saying, you can even sit in meditation with Mother to fill you up with that spirit, with that courage, with that wisdom. For some of you, you need to be asked to be filled up with the wild and free spirit. Now, man, do I get that one all too well, right? When somebody must be kind of like me. I'm a Virgo, right? Very clean cut, straight to the point. I like things done a very particular way. I'm used to being a straight A student, right? I do really well in systems. In systems, I can flourish because I'm going to make sure I check all of the boxes. So you may be one of those type of people where you check all of the boxes, where you're making sure when there's a system put in place that all things, are being paid attention to. You pay clear attention to detail. And spirit may be asking you to step out of your comfort zone. You may be in your south node right now, and spirit from your north node. Your south node is the selling out spirit, where you're not living authentically to yourself, but where you are doing more pleasuring for the world than pleasuring of self. Whereas the north node, and you're on the path of discovery right now, you are discovering your life purpose, and life purpose is with an S, because there's more than one, right? For some people, their life purpose is literally to learn to be a kind person. That's their entire life purpose, to learn to be the fuck nice. For some people, they have multiple. They have like 5 and 10 things they are doing this lifetime. So for each and every one of us, it is completely. God is guiding you through this, and you can absorb. Remember, you are connected to source, so you can absorb that sacred energy that you need, that courage, that wisdom, that fire, to step out of the energy of selling out, of denying thyself, and moving into a direction that will give to you, into what you love to do. Moving out of fear and into love. Thank you, Spirit. Selling prostitute archetype. When you connect to this archetype, you can examine your fears around survival, power, responsibility, and success. On the light side, the prostitute can lead you to freedom, and that's where Spirit is trying to take you. Self-expression, authenticity. Come on, Spirit. Choice, your choices and decisions, holding yourself accountable, and love, which is thyself. Love, unconditional, no favored love. Thank you, Spirit. Your integrity and inner strength are being severely tested at this time. That's why your circumstances don't look like what you feel like, or tested from the ground up, from the root. Spirit is shaking things up in your life. You have an opportunity to act with either fear or with love. So you have the opportunity to go, oh my God, look at my circumstances. I'm going to make fear-based decisions based off my circumstances, or I'm going to move out of love, which has always and will forever exist inside of me. And I know that my circumstances don't always have to match inside of me, because it is a test. It is Spirit wants to see how I am going to move out. My own spirit wants to see if I will choose to sell out or if I will be authentic to myself to accomplishing my goals and desires. Okay. Check it out. The Santana. I can't stick it now. I really want to pull some tarot now. Done. Because it's finna be 40 minutes and I would like to record more messages. So. Yeah, for some of you, this is like now's the time with the Wheel of Fortune, and I could see like a lot of stuff happening in the solar system. You know how like things align or something. It's almost like, okay, this was if you are if you know about your natal chart, and if you have looked at your natal chart, or if you know anything, maybe you've been doing meditations, but Spirit is saying as we are transitioning, this is the year, right? So now Spirit wants to talk a little bit about time traveling. For some of you, if you pay attention, you may have noticed that in 2012, I was going to say 2021, but in 2012 or 2021, you experienced a major shift in your life. Maybe you lost people, you lost loved ones. These could be, and again, I'm really sorry because Spirit is being very, people that you were very close with, like children, parents, or very close friends and or relatives. But I'm seeing like these are people that you had lost some people, or you may have been pushed, okay, out of a job. Either you were pushed out because of the internal feelings that you were having, or literally you were pushed out of the job because they let so many people go. But again, now this could have happened. Now this happened for some people again in 2012. This happened for some people in 2012, but 2021, it ended up happening again. And it was literally just dusting off what you didn't get rid of in 2021, what you didn't see in 2021. For some of you, 2012 and 2021 are mirroring years for you all, because again, it's another shift in the atmosphere for you, because it's to help you to go to your North Node. It's to awaken the being within the side of thyself. It is, damn, look at these. You got the Ace of Swords here too. The Three of Pentacles, to awaken the relationship with thyself. Thank you, Spirit. All right, let's see. What's going on? Hey, what's going on? I just heard feeling stuck and confused. And I could hear that song playing You Too. I mean, not playing You Too, but Two by her. Okay. Right? Which we have strength underneath the bottom of the deck. And again, this connecting to your inner strength to move, to take action and go in the direction in which you need to go. For some of you, that looks like active healing that needs to happen. Like we're going to therapy. Maybe we go see a Reiki healer, practitioner weekly. Maybe we go get massages. We're focusing on ourselves internally or externally. Okay, maybe you are transitioning, you are getting ready to transition from one. But again, there is this shift that is happening where Spirit is asking you to step into yourself, to step into your power. Thank you, Spirit. I do feel like right now we're in this battling with the self. We're feeling kind of stuck. We're feeling rather stuck in the position that we are in right now. Like we're not sure what to do. And again, I was talking about and the light. You are not to deny thy shadow. You are not to look at your shadow and say, oh, F you, you're such a terrible person and I'm going to leave you here. Because, well, then you just allow what's in the shadow to kind of grow. But instead, Spirit wants you to examine the shadow without judgment and more of an eye of acceptance. Because when you can accept where you are and who you are, well, then you can use the strength inside of you to make decisions that will move you into a better position. Get as much sunlight as you can this week. Drink as much water as you can this week. Wear yellows and golds. And like a rose, this is like rose quartz. Okay, thank you, Spirit. And rose quartz. Exercise daily. Do things that's going to help fill you up, fill up your spirit, because you are in need of your own strength. And in order to use your spiritual strength, well, then you need to start giving to. It's like building up stamina, your endurance, you know. You may find that you're getting tired quickly, not just in the physical, but also in the spirit. Well, that's because spirit is working on the steps, you know, running up the steps, running down the steps, running up the steps, running down the steps. So come in. So that's you. Yeah. So that's you building up your endurance and becoming stronger in your being, so that you actually have the strength to fight another day, you know, to keep going. In I just said all of those self-love things, but I'm literally gonna end it with the self-care, and then I'm leaving y'all earth signs. Earth signs. Drink some tea. I literally just said that. When you drink your tea, here's what you're going to do. You could get some crystals with your tea as well. Hold one crystal in your left hand, drink your tea with your right. But before you swallow your water, before you take a sip of water, you're going to speak into your tea. I am unconditional love. Unconditional love exists within inside of me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment, and thus I do not judge myself because I love myself. That's who I am, and I am willing and able to make choices that I need to make to put me in alignment with what it is that I'm calling into my life. I am a reflection of divine light. There is no need for me to be afraid of my shadow aspect, for I am me. I am the light bearer, and I bring light into the dark. Authentic self in all circumstances. My circumstances do not define me. I am not confused in the mind. I have clarity. All right, let's see. Then we have connect with fire. But I'm also feeling a burning ritual, like a bonfire, a burning ritual. So sitting outside and releasing activities, I really hear, like, they keep saying bonjos or something like that, but that's not what I want to say. Like, maracas or like drums and shit. That's what I can hear, or flutes. So I can hear music playing outside while you're doing this releasing as well. You can do this early you can do this at any point in the day. That's what Spirit is saying. Okay, thank you. Where are you going? Where do you want to be? Where do you want to go? And this is, I love how this is feeding yourself, releasing, you know, this is taking care of yourself, feeding yourself, releasing what no longer serves you, releasing that selling out, that inauthentic version of self, and then making a plan for where I'm going and who I want to be. If you have animals, connect with them, pet your cats, go play fetch with your dogs, go out for or go watch some squirrels, go out and see nature. And again, we have the pleasures card showing up as well. So again, this is about also, you know, taking that sacred time with yourself, getting to know thyself on a very, or enjoying just the sacred pleasures in life, whether that looks like eating ice cream, listening to music, dancing a good dance, buying yourself flowers, taking yourself to the movies, going to the spa, however it is that you take care of yourself. Okay, Earth signs, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see y'all later. Bye.